Hello people, welcome to the REH Real Estate YouTube channel. Stan Humphries strode towards improving on napkin math. Humphries, who had been employed in analytics for Expedia, had just found himself a new job. His company CEO Rich Barton was developing a brand new startup known as Zillow. The mission of the fledgling team was straightforward. It would focus on bringing back the success they had in the travel industry. Humphries eventually rose through the ranks at Trulia to become Chief Analytics Officer and Chief Economist. At that time, his work earned him the informal title of Father of the Zestimate. After many years of driving growth for Zillow, Humphries announced his retirement. If you want more real estate content, subscribe to the REH Real Estate YouTube channel and hit the notification bell. Zillow's Zestimate home valuation model is an estimate of a home's market value. The estimate incorporates public, MLS, and user-submitted data into an algorithm that also takes into account property facts, location, and market trends. It's not an appraisal and cannot be used in place of one. There is a 3.2% median error rate for the nationwide Zestimate for on-market homes, while there's a 7.52% median error rate for across-the-board Zestimate for off-market homes. The more data that's available, the more accurate the Zestimate will be. When it comes to Zestimates, the table on their website gives you all the information that you might need about the accuracy of listings for active homes and those for listings that are off the market. When it comes to Zestimate accuracy, the algorithm compares the final sale price of your home to the Zestimate that was published just before the purchase. In his statement, Humphries said that he would take some time off from Zillow and then look for another passions to focus on. This marks a shift for Zillow, which saw Humphries overseeing one aspect of its business since the start. And in a way, it's also the end of an era. Though the Zestimate is just one feature from one company, it has utterly reshaped the housing market to produce strong, to say the least, emotions from real estate agents. Some love it and others hate it. But in any case, the Zestimate matters. This was a topic that Humphries, who could not be reached for this story, recalled in a 2017 interview. In the early days of Zillow, there was recognition that real estate is dominated by an information asymmetry. Certain participants had a lot of information, and others didn't have any information, he stated. He was alluding to real estate professionals and consumers. Humphries added that consumers also seem to have a lot of interest in finding out what other homes in their neighborhood sold for. So Zillow set out to work on improving that experience. Zillow has evaluated 104 million homes in the United States with its Zestimate method. This is a state-of-the-art statistical and machine learning model that examines hundreds of data points for each individual property. Zillow uses complex software that is based on neural networks to calculate Zestimates. It also incorporates data from country and tax records and direct feeds from multiple listing services and brokerage. The Zestimate also incorporates the following: on-market data such as listing price, description, comparable homes in the area, and days on the market, home characteristics including square footage, location, or the number of bathrooms, market trends including seasonal changes in demand, and off-market data, tax assessments, rider sales, and other publicly available records. With the data, you can estimate the value of 110 million homes across America. They publish Zestimates for 104 million American homes right now. The most recent Zestimate is by far their most accurate home values model as of now. It is based on a neural network model and uses more historical data to produce off-market home valuations. This means it's more responsive to market trends and seasonality than before. They also reduced overall errors and processing time in the Zestimate, making it even easier for you to get all your favorite homes. Maybe we can help you do better than napkin math, according to Humphries said in an interview regarding Zillow's first goals. Humphries compared the project to what happened in travel before. Digital companies like Expedia have been the source of information asymmetries in that industry, and those have largely disappeared thanks to digitization. Though the housing business is a different beast altogether, Humphries said that a lot of the information that Zillow needed was stored in county assessors' offices. The Zestimate was established in 2006, earlier running new data once a month. Humphries' interview indicates the initial evaluation pushed about 34,000 statistical models to test how homes were classified. Zillow's Zestimate has gone through a series of updates since its creation. As of 2017, the number of households reached had more than doubled from the previous year and continued in subsequent years, with technology meant to see what features were in a home. The new Zestimate was inspired by the way the human brain interprets scenes, objects, and images. According to Humphries in a 2019 remark, Humphries didn't become a household name by attending industry events or commenting on Facebook group threads, but in the end, he created something transformational and left a lasting impression. We had faith that that type of transparency was going to benefit the consumer, and I think it has, Humphries stated in 2017. Now, consumers have access to the same information that their representation has. I think that's really enriched the dialogue. The Zestimate is a popular real estate valuation tool, so when Inman asked members of the market to weigh in on it, in 5 words or less, they received more than 70 responses. The Zestimate is an interesting tool for use with prospective clients. It's perfect for developing a tone at the beginning of a sales pitch and generating more interest. Some agents, however, have been less than enthusiastic about the Zestimate. For example, one agent commented, "For entertainment purposes only." This implies that many agents think that Zestimate's accuracy is worth noticing or questioning. Commenters on Inman's website carefully examined the accuracy of Zestimates and found that they bear scrutiny. Nicole Buchamp, an agent with Engel and Volkers in New York City, told Inman she has seen Zestimates fail to take into account things like the value of renovations or the precise position of a property. It can have drastic effects on value where views aren't cheap. Dan Hamilton, who runs a property management company in the Palm Springs area, made a similar point. He explained that for 2 houses of similar size and quality, one might sell for a lot more than the other house if it's architecturally significant. The Zestimate has a hard time evaluating these areas, so they're not taken into consideration. In some cases, Zestimates aren't taking into account factors like short-term rental regulations or HOA issues. They can't keep up with market changes over time and can result in grossly inaccurate estimates. With the announcement that Zillow is ending its iBuying program, the accuracy of this estimate has taken a hit. This is because without knowing how much the homes are worth, buying them would be too risky an endeavor. In response to criticism, Zillow defended this estimate at first. However, this did not satisfy some in the industry who thought it was backfiring and evidence of its needlessness. It also deepened simmering tensions between Zillow and real estate agents because they doubted that Zillow's tools were useful for them. Some agents don't trust the Zestimate. They regularly have to talk to clients about resetting their expectations. The Zestimate is not without its criticism. Not all agents have been happy with the service and are constantly advising clients to manage their expectations. I have to be prepared to walk in and discuss it, according to Nick Kwai, a Miami-based agent with Avanti Way, regarding the Zestimate, not to argue with it, but to discuss the validity of it. As real estate agents, most agree that the information and estimates produced by Zestimates create challenges for them. Today's consumer is much more informed because there's so much access. There's an abundance of data, according to Buchamp, who began the industry prior to Zillow and other similar websites being around. And it's actually more confusing instead of more transparent because you sometimes don't know what you don't know. Zillow has reiterated support for Zestimate, describing the tool as a helpful starting point in the process of determining housing values. It uses a sophisticated algorithm to estimate a market value for more than 100 million homes around the country, according to the statement. It's a helpful data point, but it's not an appraisal. Ultimately, a home is worth what someone will pay for it. We always recommend you work with a great local real estate agent to determine the best price for your home. The company pointed Inman to a fact sheet on the Zestimate. The fact sheet notes that the median error rate for on-market homes is 3.2%. The median error rate for off-market homes is 7.52%. The controversy over Zestimate is not likely to die out. There are, after all, other tools that use technology to value homes automatically, but none of them prompt strong emotional responses. Nothing has so reshaped the way agents work, and few are as deeply woven into the housing landscape. Some agents agree that Zestimates are simply a permanent reality of real estate because they're so prevalent. Kwai concluded that Zestimates are not going away, and it's important for brokers to understand how the data is created in order to develop a strategy for having the best and most effective conversation. It's not an appraisal, it's an opportunity, stated Buchan. To try to justify the price of a home, we have to have the knowledge and information to put it into perspective. What's undeniable is that Humphries' work has a big impact on the real estate industry, and there is no question his work caused a paradigm shift. It's all about math these days, and the napkin math days are behind us. In a statement to Inman, Zillow Chief Technology Officer David Biddle credited Humphries with helping create the Zestimate. He praised Humphries as the father of the Zestimate. Under his leadership, Biddle continued, Zillow became a trusted source for consumers, policymakers, academics, and industry professionals for unbiased and insightful research to help them better understand the housing market and make smarter real estate decisions. The accuracy of your Zestimate is determined by a number of factors. One of these is the amount and quality of data that they have on your home. When you provide them with updated information about your home, this can impact the accuracy of your Zestimate. You will need to ensure the accuracy of the Zestimate. Just make sure you report any home updates and renovations to your local tax assessor, so they are accounted for. To ensure the accuracy of data on Zillow, go to My Home on Zillow and take a look at your tax history and price history, the sale price and date you bought your home. Under My Account, if the information is incorrect or it's missing, let them know. Be aware that the Zestimate model factors in changing market trends, including season fluctuations in demand. So sometimes those factors will affect your Zestimate's value. The Zestimate is a measure of the predicted value of a home graded on market performance and housing affordability. When a home goes on the market, new data can be incorporated into the algorithm so that it's more accurate when predicting its eventual sale price. However, this data will not be available for off-market homes. As time goes on, properties that are listed for more than a full year reach off-market valuations. This can result in a large difference between the list price and what the Zestimate says the property is worth. The Zestimate is not an appraisal, but it's a computer-generated estimate of the value of a home given data. Zestimate information is not the only research tool you should use when buying or selling a home. For example, you can look around the home yourself to check out for qualitative qualities such as condition or neighborhood. Get a professional appraisal or compare the home with other homes that are on the market. If they have sufficient data, they can generate Zestimates for your home. Zestimate incorporates data updates and major improvements for the algorithm on a regular basis, but not every change will get a corresponding update of historical values. Zestimate does not use information from the future to generate Zestimates. For example, a sale in 2019 would not influence your 2018 Zestimate. All Zestimates are generated based on historical data we have access to before the date of that forecast. Zillow's team of researchers and engineers are proud to work every day to make the Zestimate more accurate. The site has released multiple major algorithm updates and other incremental improvements between major upgrades since 2006. Zestimates are updated multiple times per week, but on rare occasions will bring redesigns or new analytical features. The Zestimate is an estimate of what a home would fetch on both the purchase side as well as resale. Their extensive analysis of foreclosure and non-foreclosure transactions supports its conclusion that these sales are generally made at substantial discounts compared to non-foreclosure sales. For this reason, the Zestimate does not incorporate data about these properties. The automated valuation model, known as the Zestimate, is calculated by a software process. It's not possible to manually alter it using your own subjective judgment. The accuracy of your Zestimate relies on the amount of data they have for the home. Public records may be inaccurate or out of date, so it's best to update your home information by fixing and tweaking any incorrect or incomplete information. This will help make your Zestimate as accurate as possible. That's it for this video, Real Estate Heaven fan. Remember to subscribe to our channel, and if you feel like we've delivered value, please share this video with one person. That's right, just one person as a token of your appreciation for the hard work we put into making content that educates and helps you on your mission of building your own fortune. Remember, you can watch video after video, but it isn't until you actually take action that you'll start to see results. See you soon!